Hey guys, Britto here, welcome back to Gold Rush the Game. Here we are for part number 6, I believe we're up to already. So, in this episode, I've just done a little bit of time-lapse stuff. This is times 10 time-lapse, so just moving the digger out of the way, refueling the drill, because I know it's going to take a fair bit of fuel to give this thing, to keep this thing full while I'm drilling all the spots and that sort of stuff. And then we're going to use the dozer a little bit later on to sort of work out a little spot, sort of level out a little spot. We're going to come back and dig to in one of the corners of the claim. So I thought I'd give you guys a quick introduction, let you guys know what's happening here. As I said, just a bit of drilling, getting a lot of hot spots here, trying to find a really good spot to get started while we're still tier 1 mobile wash plant before we head to tier 3, and yeah, then a little bit of dozer action. So hopefully you guys enjoy this short time lapse. And I'll see you guys pretty soon. Rightio guys, welcome back. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the time lapse there of a bit of drilling and a bit of digging as well. Digging and dozer work I should say. So I've got everything set up ready to go. I've run some water, let's say some water hoses all the way down and around down to this back corner, ready to go. I've replaced the diesel water pumps with electric water pumps. I've got one here as you can see, which is going to run off of this guy. I've got another one and another power generator up the top to run the magnetite separator and the wavetable. So these guys are completely separate from those guys, so now we can just take the buckets up and do what we need to do. So let's start running. There's water coming through there, that's good. Let's change our camera to this one as always. Change it from our driving controls to our digging controls, and let's start digging. I know I'm sort of a fair way away from the wash plant. It's going to be, you know, a fair turnaround each time, but it's a sort of a bit of a hot spot down here. I keep getting stuck. Something behind the back of the digger. A little bit annoying. We might need to dig a little bit around the digger. Let's go this way. Let's bring this right up and in. See if we can't sort of dig a little bit here. It's probably really not going to do much, but next to nothing in that bucket, but hopefully that'll stop us from hitting. If we still hit, we might have to get out and use the shovel a little bit. Let's make sure we get right down, get as far into the side of the hill here as we can. So we're still hitting. Where are we hitting? Right here. Let's try and dig a little bit of this here. Maybe even there a little bit. There we go. And there. That might help us. Alright, let's jump back in. Hopefully. No, that hasn't helped much at all. Right, well, let's move over a little bit, see if that helps. Not really. Alright, let's try and get a little bit further to the right. Okay, see how that goes. Probably needed to do a little bit more dozer work. Alright, let's just grab some dirt from here, just to make sure we're keeping this wash plant nice and full. Get it up to 100% and we can go back and dig a little bit further away. So I'm hoping to get a couple of buckets this episode and see how we're going as far as pay dirt goes. Go 55%, throw this guy in. Right, let's go to our gold map. So you can see we're sort of sitting here somewhere, I think. So we've got 323 ounces in here, 317, 296, 254, 290, 153, 120, 268. So these two guys aren't that great, but it's only a small amount. And then these guys, you know, are pretty good through here. So we're eventually going to move back a little bit, but let's toggle that square because that's sort of the one that I'm digging at the moment. Let's dig this guy. You can see the colour of the square says we're on gold, but it's not a huge concentration of gold. It's only, you know, a small amount. So once we get a little bit deeper, the color of that square should change. Should hopefully change to show that we're in, you know, better quality of gold. But it is only old Arnold claim, so the gold content is not great. Let me just jump out of this for a second, jump back in. There we go. Try and get rid of that off the screen. So if we can get all this dug out, I'm just going to dig out as much as we can. Then we might have to move over a little bit eventually, but I'd like to get this whole square done, and maybe even the square off to the other side. I don't know if we're missing that or not. We're just not quite getting a full bucket. We should be getting a full bucket. We're not hitting the back of the digger now, so it's a bonus. Either that or it looks like I'm missing a little bit, so a lot of it's probably just going straight onto the ground. Let's make sure we're not going to miss any this time. Okay, that's better. Probably a little bit close to the wash plant. So let's try and if I can sort of dig a little bit more of this away, might be able to move the digger forward just a little bit more. So I definitely don't think we're getting it all in. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a little bit better. Let's dig a little bit more over this side. Just to make sure we can keep the feed up to the wash plant a little bit better. Right, so the bucket's half full of gold already, so that's not too bad. We need to try and get just a little bit more of this out of the way so we can move forward that little bit more. We have got rid of the dozer though, so we're going to have to do this ourselves. We can't bring the dozer back in to try and give us a little bit more room. Alright. Let's see how that goes. We sort of need to move forward just that little bit. Not too much, but one more bucket from this side. Hopefully that'll be enough. I think we have to take a little bit from the other side. I'll grab another bucket from over here. Just try and keep the flow of that wash plant going. Alright, we'll swing around the other way. This makes it kind of hard to see, but I don't think it's quite a full bucket, but hopefully that'll give us enough to be able to move, maybe not. How's that? Might work. Oh, there we go, that's probably a much better location if... Yep, if we don't keep hitting the thing, we should be good. Right there. Oop, there we go, we're starting to hit bedrock on this side, so we need to be careful. We don't have any extra teeth or anything. I have unlocked the shop though, so we don't have to go back to town anymore to get parts. I figured it was going to be... It's probably going to be a good thing if we can just order parts from the computer and not actually have to go into town. Parts are a little bit more expensive, but certainly going to save money on fuel anyway, so I think it probably works out the same in the long run. Alright, so this bucket's nearly full. I've got a couple of workers too, a couple of people that want to actually work for us. I think one is to do with the hog pan sluice box, which isn't really going to help us, and another guy who is a mechanic, so which probably will help us eventually. Probably not right now, but probably certainly will. So you can see now the colour of that square has now changed, sort of telling me that we're in really good pay dirt. Getting that little bit further down. Definitely want to try and clean as much of this dirt out as we can. So yeah, 95%. We might have to wait to put this bucket in. We'll just go for a short bucket, I guess. It's got to be ready to... make sure our power stays on. Ready to empty this guy out any second. I can't actually see what it says, so we'll just dump him out. We'll throw this guy in the back of the truck. Jump back in our digger. Keep swinging. Turn our lights on again. It's 8:30 in the morning, but it's still quite dark, just with all this rain and stuff around. It's one thing about this game is it's always quite dark. Alright, let's get back into our good pay. Alright, there we go. Nice good amount of gold in here, I hope. Oh, I might need to come back for another short bucket. Alright, we'll go long again. Might do one long, one short, something like that, to try and keep the dirt in the wash plant. Yep. I mean, we might be able to keep up for a little while, but I'd rather try and get a couple of good scoops from over here than be running short. Got one long, one short. Might just have to do this till we get, like, say, below 20% in the bucket when we come back around, and then do a quick short one. So you can see the colour of that square has changed again now, so we're going to have to try and get back into the really good gold. So we go all the way back around to this other side, all the way down into here. The colour of that square will change again. to the darker yellow or the brighter yellow, whatever you want to call it. Just shows that we're in much better quality of gold and stuff. Sort of got through the top overburden layer. There we go along again. Try not to dig too much of that harder stuff. We can come back with a loader later on and sort of tidy it all up, try and get as much as we can out of the tougher areas. I don't mind if we sort of just clip it, we don't want to be digging too much. I'm gonna have to go for another short bucket again. It's meant to be getting later in the day, but it's still getting darker. This bucket's half full. Quickly check our timer. We might just have to fill this bucket up and then do a quick clean up. See what we get out of this little corner. It's only halfway full, so it's going to take a little bit of time. It's around about probably 10 minutes our time to fill a bucket. I think I've sort of worked out, so still just sort of keeping up with the wash plan. I have to take a little bit from this side so I can see a little bit better in that corner there. Alright, take some more out of there, and then eventually we're going to move back, but I'm going to try and dig like both sides. So eventually I'm just going to take out as much as I can, so even like all through here, do a full 360 spin from sort of where we're sitting now, and then move back a bit. So I sort of don't want to go, I probably shouldn't have went any further back than here. Try and sort of square it up. Like digging backwards probably isn't a great thing to do. Let's try and get right back down. Right back down the bottom again. So we didn't pay any gold or provisions or anything to Old Arnold yesterday because we didn't actually dig anything. We spent the whole day, drilling and doing dozer work and that sort of stuff. So just had to pay back or pay the rental on the digger itself, and that was it. And obviously today we're going to have to pay either in gold or money to Old Arnold now that we're actually digging a little bit. Alright, let's try and get back right down deep into this good stuff. It might have spewed a little bit out then. So 84%, so not much to go. Oh, there's that timer going off in the background. Oh, 88%, so maybe a couple more buckets. And hopefully it'll be full. There's another scoop through here. So obviously it's still a little bit of time before we can get to our tier 3 setup and stuff, but hopefully it's not too far away. So when I drilled, I didn't drill right to the edge of the claim, as you guys probably already seen. I just sort of knew that eventually we will, there won't be too much gold, too much dirt and stuff to get from there. So 100%, I'll shut you down, put another bucket in there, let's throw this guy in the back of the truck. Let's go. Turn you off. So now we're only filling one thing with fuel and not two things, which is a good thing. Right, while we're here, oh Jesus, what did we hit then? Scared the crap out of me. So we've got to be careful where we're digging. Just going to try and refuel this thing while we're here. Right, just try there. Should reach, it's not that far. There we go, fuel this guy up. We'll just wait for it. So we'll go through and have a look. So we've dug a decent sized hole. Come back through to our was that 463 that we're digging? It is 463. So you can see the really good pay dirt is really low. Like here, 1 meter to 4.5 meters. Once you get further back, it'll probably not be quite as good, but still going to be pretty good. Alright, let's take that out. Let's head on up and do our cleanup. So I think we might slowly buy some tier 3 stuff and see how long it's going to take us to actually get it up and running. I think we said we need like a couple 100,000 to get it up and running. Don't have a loan at the moment, so we could get it. We could get a loan and do it that way, but I'd rather not. Alright, so we'll throw that in there. We'll turn this guy on, which should start processing the magnetite. If we turn it on, there we go. Turn the wavetable on too. So go and throw this back in the truck. See how we go. 100%, there we go. 120.58 ounces. I don't know why that come up there, that was weird. Don't know how we're going to go with pay dirt. Doesn't seem to be going up. Why was that? That was at 100%. What was going on there? I'll drop that into there. That was weird. Why? That's dirt. That's magnetite, not gold. So So we're throwing that into there. That's alright, but that's dropped. Magnetite's dropped, which is weird. Go around this side. It's definitely gold on the front. So 17.53 ounces for 2 buckets of gold. So that's pretty good. That's not a bad cleanup at all, considering. But go and shut this off. Rightio guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Oop. If you did, as always, smash that like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think of this series so far and what else you would like to see. If you guys are new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet guys, please do so. It's been Britto, thanks for watching. See you again soon.